What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Eazy.
It's your boy Truth.
And this is the Truth and Eazy Show. And today we're reviewing Logic's The Incredible True Story. I'm actually surprised I got that correct because I always say true, incredible, true story. Because usually in acronyms you don't say the and stuff like that when you're saying the acronym, so it always fucks me up. But anyway, The Incredible True Story by Logic. This is following his release from last year, Under Pressure, which was his debut album that we didn't review on this channel. But it got released. His fans really liked it. Mm-hmm. Critic acclaim was overall pretty well. And it's sort of like the same deal here for this album. Now, I have a lot of things to say about Logic that I'm going to save towards the end. But at the end of the day, here's the thing about Logic. He's a great rapper. He's got great flows. He sounds really good. And he makes some pretty good music. So if you're a fan of Logic, then you've already gotten this album and you've already listened to it. If you're not a fan of Logic, this is going to change your mind. But this is overall a really, really good album. And that's all there is to it. But as you guys know, we like to do our bottom three and top three. So without further ado, ladies and germs, we're just going to hop into that. What are you trying to do right now first?
Let's go with top three.
Top three. All right, kick it off, bro.
Let me kick it off. Top three. My number one track, I gotta go with Young Jesus.
Young Jesus.
Right when the beat starts playing, I'm like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then all of a sudden,
back to the 90s.
I was just about to say that too, but that song is just amazing. I definitely love it. It's definitely old school 90s flow, and I definitely appreciate that. Logic and I don't know the features. Big Lenbo.
That nigga, he doesn't
did a great job.
He doesn't rap.
No?
He doesn't rap.
What?
He doesn't rap.
He sounds like an old school rapper. Like he sounds like he belongs in that 90s generation.
He doesn't fucking. But all I'm saying, Big Lenbo, bruh, if you don't drop an EP or some shit soon, I'm gonna have a little different discussion with you, bruh. But goddamn, he really shined. Logic doesn't have many features on this album, and he used one of the only ones amazingly well. That dude can rap.
That's crazy. So he doesn't. Does he write his own stuff? Or?
I think I want to say he does, but I really don't know. But I'm pretty sure he does, and he doesn't just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what he does. But my God, you couldn't tell by listening to Young Jesus.
Young Jesus, great track. I like how they're both like going
back
head
and
to head.
forth,
You know, that's what I love about.
There's
tracks.
one transition like early on. I think it transitions from Logic. No, it transitions from Big Lenbo to Logic. I thought that transition was a little weird, but overall, I think the track is fucking dope. So
most definitely, my second track, I'm gonna go with "I Am the Greatest." I am the greatest.
I'm gonna tell you why he likes that song real quick. I'm gonna tell you why. Is you ready?
You know what? Go ahead.
Is you ready?
I'm gonna tell you why do I like this, Eazy? Why?
Because it's a Drake song. That's why.
Exactly. Motherfuckers get no love.
Motherfuckers never loved us.
Yo, right here, man. See.
By the way, we haven't talked about this album at all together. Like that just goes to show.
First time reaction. Right here. Listening to it, automatically think this is Drake right here.
Hell yeah.
Logic definitely delivers on this track. And my last track, I was kind of iffy about it in the beginning. Kind of close to putting it as a bottom three. But after giving it a few spins, I decided for my last track, City of Stars.
Alright.
Reason why, in the beginning, he's singing, and I feel like he was singing too long on the track. And he definitely makes it up towards the end with his verse. It's definitely real. He's spitting some good bars, and I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. With this track, definitely sounds similar to an old school 808s, and also like an old school like Lupe Fiasco song from back in the day on Superstar.
I may have to listen to it again.
Yeah, listen to Superstar. Like when I first listened to City of Stars, I was thinking that track by Lupe Fiasco. I don't know if you guys think the same, but that's how I felt.
All right. So for my top, we got a little bit in common here. We got Young Jesus, because that is by far and away the most unique sounding song on the album. And my main problem with this album is it sounds like a lot of the songs really like kind of mesh together. Like a lot of the songs sound alike. Mm-hmm. This one just really stands out. And I think this album, while it does step up a lot in the production, overall, it does sound, some of the samples and stuff that they use were also used in Under Pressure. And I don't know, I'm kind of bullshitting on that. I don't know if that's true, but it sounds like it to me. And I don't know. I can't really fuck with shit that sounds repetitious like that, but Young Jesus is not repetitious at all. That shit goes, bro.
Definitely.
A great song. Track number 2 is City of Stars. The reason why I put this track on here is because I fuck with the whole message as a whole. It's actually his breakup song with hip hop.
Right.
That's the meaning behind it and shit. And I really like Logic singing. Like I didn't know he could sing. So
me neither. I thought he was a straight up rapper.
Yeah. When he came on this album and was singing, I was just like, that's pretty fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? He's not like an amazing singer by any means, but I think he can very well do the singing and rapping thing like Drake does.
Right.
And I think he does it really well. I really like the sound of this song. It reminds me a lot of 808s. I just really, really love this song. Towards the end, he also spits a crazy verse, with the exception of one line that I fucking hate.
What's that?
Is when he said some shit about...
it's not the Drake line, right?
It is.
Oh, it is.
He says... the same people that
Drake shot Tupac.
Yes, that shit. Like, cause Drake raps about bitches or whatever. I agree with that line,
right?
100%. Like, he was not telling a single fucking lie in that line. It's fucking true and it's real. I just hate the way he delivered it. It sounded fucking pretentious as shit. I just did not fuck with the way he delivered that line. And this is why rap is so much more about lyrics and all that stuff. It's all about your delivery behind it. And the way he delivered it was just sort of like, I fell flat for me. Like, I was listening to that song and I was really fucking with it the first time.
Right.
And then when he said that, I was just like, come on, man.
I mean, can you at least give him an A for effort, or does it just fall flat in your opinion?
Like I said, I like the message and I like that, especially being Logic, the nigga that said it, is because he like is a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he loves hip hop as a whole. So for him to say something like that, I thought was very cool and it was very honest. So I can respect that. And I'm glad somebody finally said it, because I say the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's like, oh my god, this new rap is just, you know, all about bitches. I'm like, where have you been? Like, that's fucking rap, dog.
It's
like,
the same shit.
And then track number 3 for my top is Never Been. Again, I really like the way he's
like
singing on that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I had the lyrics stuck in my head all day, today and yesterday. And now that I'm on camera, I can't fucking remember it. But I really like the singing.
If I knew back then what I know right now. That?
Yeah, like that whole thing.
See, I got you, man.
I just really like that song. So Never Been is my top 3. It was kind of hard to choose the top 3 because, like I said, a lot of the songs kind of mesh well together. I don't think there's any bad song on this album, to be honest with you. So it was hard making a top and a bottom. But speaking of bottom, why don't we get into that shit?
All right, let's get into it. Bottom 3. I'm going to go with Upgrade.
Okay.
Like Woah, and Lord Willin.
All right.
When it comes to Like Woah and Upgrade, it's one of the first few tracks to the album. They're kind of boring and they fall flat in my eye. I would think to start off an album, you want to start off as strong. And with these 2 tracks, he kind of fell short, and they're just, it doesn't fly with me, you know. I want the album to start off strong and then maybe slow it down a little bit towards the middle and end, but the delivery in the beginning of the album just wasn't right.
So for me, I got Like Woah in that shit too, because that song's just kind of annoying. I really hate the hook.
Okay.
We gonna do it like whoa. I'm just like, or nah.
And the beats just is boring too.
Like, here's the thing.
It's just whack.
And I also put Lord Willin on there. The reason, no, actually, I did put Lord Willin on there. The reason why I put Lord Willin though is because, again, I'm gonna get into a rant on this later about Logic, but fuck's sake, that sounds like a Childish Gambino song, like through and through. Like, maybe you need to listen to it again. I don't know if you caught it, but that shit sounds like 3005 to me. Like, that's just all. Like, I can't listen to that song without thinking of 3005 by Childish Gambino. And that's also another reason why I couldn't put I'm the Greatest on there, is because
of Drake. Because of the Drake influence.
I'm like, dog, this is just a fucking Drake song.
Right.
You know what I mean? And again, I'm going to get into something a little bit later. So Like Woah, Lord Willin, and I put Fade Away on there too.
Okay.
The hook's kind of annoying. I like the bars, but the main reason why I put... This song is good. Like, I will play this song. Don't get me wrong. This song is actually good. The reason why I put it on there, though, is because I feel like, anyway, it doesn't sound too different from Under Pressure. Like, that could have been a song on Under Pressure to me.
Like a bonus track or just...
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And... It's kind of weird that I say that, because Logic is actually very proud of this song. So when he does like interviews or when he's answering questions, people are like, "Oh, so what's your favorite song?" He's always saying "Fade Away." I don't see it. You should be proud of Young Jesus because goddamn, that shit is genius. But anyway, do you have anything else to say before I go on my Logic rant?
Pros and cons to this album. The pros, he definitely did a good job on a few songs, and definitely when I was watching a couple of reviews online and like reading the comments for this album when it came out, a lot of people were saying he has a lot of influences from other rappers in this game today, like J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. On this
and
album,
he doesn't hide it.
You know, he doesn't hide it at all. You know, he's a great rapper. He's definitely underrated. I feel like he hasn't found his own lane yet. I feel like once he does find his own direction, his own path, then he's definitely gonna be one of the tops.
Here's something that I came up with. I think it was like a week ago or something. Logic is really good at being a good rapper, but that's why he's not great. You know what I mean? And I think what I mean by that is like he is everything a good rapper should be,
right?
But that doesn't make you stand out. That doesn't make you great. And here's my main problem with Logic is that I feel like, again, he does wear his influences too much on his sleeve. Like, you can have your influences, you can take your influences, whatever,
right?
But when I can't listen to your song without thinking of another rapper that already did that and likely already did it better than Logic, then I'm just like, what the fuck's the point? You know what I mean?
Right.
I think so I'm gonna say a few songs actually. The song "Stainless" he has on this album, which is a pretty good song, a great song even. I couldn't put it on my top because that is a literal direct copy of "Backyard" from Travis Scott. I'm not kidding. He took that beat, did a little thing here and there to it. And
I actually read a
album.
comment online. Someone said the same exact thing.
Now here's the thing about that. If Logic was still in his mixtape days, if this was on, Young Sinatra or whatever, this would be best mixtape. Same thing with Under Pressure, but it's fucking not. It's an album. You don't make an album, taking things from other artists and all that shit. Like, that is mixtape shit. You know what I'm saying? The way I look at it, maybe it's because I'm looking at it through an artist's eye myself. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I can't sit there and listen to that stuff and like let that shit go. You know what I mean? I'm just like you listen to Stainless and then listen to Backyard, dog. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen to, if you're reading this, listen to I Am the Greatest. Same shit. You listen, the first song has a sample from Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And here's the thing about taking samples and stuff, like, that's fucking fine, but make it your own. Like, the song Contact is just the sample, and there's no merit to the song at all. Like, he's not really rapping, he's not doing anything. Like, there's no merit. It's just the sample.
It sounds just like Amazing by Kanye.
Stainless is just that beat. You know what I mean? I think there was one song, it may have been I'm the Greatest. I can't remember what it was, but he sampled an older song and literally changed almost nothing about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was a song nobody really ever heard of or whatever, but at the same time, like, that shit doesn't... Logic doesn't mean bad, you know what I'm like? This is what his artistic vision is, you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't mean bad by this. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I'm so harsh on him, and the reason why I'm so, like, vocal about this shit is because inside of him, he's got a classic album. You know what I'm saying? He's got the potential to release something truly amazing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you see that on City of Stars, and you see that on Young Jesus. You see the inklings of that stroke of genius he's got. And I agree with Truth. Once this man finds his identity, it's a fucking rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm just worried that it's getting a little too late. He's already released, what, 3?
This is his second, like, major album, right?
Not only that, but he's also released 3 mixtapes before that. Okay. And he's had a large following for quite a while. And he released his debut album last year. He rushed with this Logic album. Mm-hmm. And with this album, he went with the whole space theme, but none of the songs have anything to do with doing anything in space.
Right.
It's just the little skits. By the way, the skits are pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
I like the skits. A lot of people, you see a lot of niggas criticizing the skits. I'm not one of them. I actually like that shit. But overall, man, again, I don't want to seem like a Logic hater. this is a great album. As is every, like, Logic doesn't make bad songs. You know, like, a lot of people might think that that's what I think, but that's untrue. You know, he makes good songs. He doesn't make, nothing he put out in his whole career is bad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But nothing is great, and that's my problem, is because he can be, and I want to see that greatness. What I want from Logic is to take a year off, take 2 years off, whatever the case may be. Do what you got to do, and come back with that classic I know you have in you, bro. That's all I want.
When it comes to Logic, never really listened to him before, never paid attention to him. I remember a couple of years ago, I believe Eazy and a friend of ours was actually playing a couple Logic songs in the car, and I was getting a few J. Cole vibes, you know, and he spit a few bars, and they were pretty good. All right, so basically, when it comes to this album, I had a hard time giving it a few plays because there was a particular artist I was listening to. His mixtape kind of reminds me of this album because he has that same theme, like he's in space and he's traveling to Earth, as in Logic's traveling to Paradise, planet Paradise. And this artist, his name is Joyner Lucas, and he came out with a mixtape called Along Came Joyner. I listened to it, and it's been on heavy rotation ever since. So when it comes to this review, I had a hard time like fully digesting this whole album because like I was so attached to what Joyner brought to the table. And be on the lookout for one of our reviews. It's going to be on that mixtape, so check it out.
Yeah, so what did you guys think of Logic's The Incredible True Story? Let us know in the comments section down below. Of course, like and share this video if you did enjoy it. Again, Logic has a crazy fan base.
He does.
So that's why, speaking vocal, I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from with this. This is coming from a fan. Just something that he needs to hear, I think, anyway. But again, what did you guys think? Let us know in the comment section down below. As always, my name is Eazy. You can follow my Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud, all YC Flow Eazy. Links in the description.
Follow your boy The Truth, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. All my links down below.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day, and I hope you all enjoy this video. We'll be back real soon with something real awful.
Handle with care.
Speeding CD to the fucking recycle bin.
Fucking trash.